Yo, what's going on, guys? And today we're talking about Zion Williamson and the New Orleans Pelicans. And they were so smart. They agreed to the 5-year max contract worth up to $231 million. And you know what this does? Stability, stability, stability. Two things that the Pelicans have done this past offseason that one could argue they haven't done in a while. And that is this is weirdly phrased now. What they've done is continuity and stability. I have praised the word continuity about this offseason all the past week, but I think it's been very evident. First off, Karlo Matikovic isn't coming over yet, but EJ Little, woo baby, that's a great pickup. And obviously Dyson Daniels, they already are like licking their chops over him because supposedly he can play 1 through 3, guard every position. They love him. That's 6'8", 7 foot wingspan, and 6'8" height, 7 foot wingspan. But with Devontae Graham now, with the DWI, my apology, with the alleged DWI, I've already said that he was on his way out, and I go to the University of Kansas, and I'll admit, he's kind of been a disappointment. That the first round pick you gave up for him, let's just try to trade him for a second round pick. We're just salary match at this point. And it's not like you guys need him. But CJ McCollum, Brandon Ingram, Jonas Valanciunas, Zion Williamson, Larry Nance, who's supposedly getting a contract extension. Like Devontae Graham and Garrett Temple, let's package them. But I also do like Garrett Temple for his locker room presence. But so yeah. CJ McCollum, Brandon Ingram, Jonas Valanciunas, Zion, Larry Nance, Jackson Hayes, Garrett Temple, Kira Lewis, who people forget he's coming back and hopefully be healthy. Trey Murphy, Willie Hernan-Gomez, Herb Jones, Najee Marshall, and Jose Alvarado, EJ Little, Dyson Daniels. They really, I guess they're already at a full roster because Devontae Graham would be their 15th player, but I think they should actually explore avenues to move on from Devontae Graham. And I don't know who would be the right player. Would you go for a Devontae Graham, like another guard, or would you go for another wing player? And I think it definitely is interesting because is there even a trade out there for him? Because they also acquired him in a 4-year and acquired him in a sign and trade that landed him the 4-year, $47 million deal, which they're not looking like the best. But I don't know. He was also arrested at 3 a.m, which sucks. It really sucks. He'll probably get it dropped because it's DWI. Correct me if I'm wrong. That's like where they just get you if you're like below like 0.0 below or something like that. Like it's different in every state. Either way, the stability here. Yo, first off, exec Griffin, GM, basketball VP David Griffin. He was smart, and people don't realize is this is the first time that they've signed someone to this big deal since Chris Paul, when they gave Chris Paul the 4-year, $68 million deal, and then they gave Anthony Davis the 5-year, $145 million deal, because young players rarely pass up that kind of money. And yeah, the Pelicans fell short of the play-in tournament despite a mostly healthy Zion Williamson season when he was last healthy, which led to Stan Van Gundy being fired after 1 season, and they shipped out three of the starting 5. And then 1 year later, they got Herb Jones, Trey Murphy, Jose Alvarado, CJ McCollum, Larry Nance, Jonas Valanciunas. This team is looking good. And this was a team that bounced back from a 3-16 start to eventually make the play-in tournament despite not Williamson playing a single game. And the Pels beat the Spurs, then the Clippers to earn a spot in the postseason where they took down the number 1 seeded Phoenix Suns twice before obviously falling in 6 games in the first round. But look, everybody was galvanized. It was amazing, and it was something insane. And New Orleans doesn't just have Willie Green, a great coach who has head coaching experience, and he's only 40 years old, but a big 3 of Williamson, Ingram, and McCollum. And then they have, besides that, Dyson Daniels and EJ Little. You have a few young guys in Larry Nance, Jackson Hayes, who aren't young, but like they're starting to be established players. And Zion was fully cleared to participate in basketball activities with no limitations back in May. And he's already shown in recent videos that he's starting to look like himself. And this is wild. We can assume the starting lineup next year is going to be CJ McCollum, Herb Jones, Brandon Ingram, Zion Williamson, and Jonas Valanciunas, with a second unit arguably being Jose Alvarado, Trey Murphy, Jackson Hayes, Larry Nance, and either Dyson Daniels, Devontae Graham, or Kira Lewis as the other guard. And then the third team is probably going to be Kira Lewis or Devontae Graham, Najee Marshall, EJ Little, and Willie Hernan-Gomez. That's a deep team, and they still have Garrett Temple and Deron Sebron. The roster is stacked. And if you're a Pelicans fan, you guys are so lucky. I want to hear your thoughts down below, guys. What do you guys think of this team? Are you guys on the same page as me? Or am I just overzealous as all hell? I think Zion looks great, and it's going to be a great year for you guys. So keep your heads up, because if you keep looking down, you might just miss out. I'm like actually serious, because I feel like this year out of all years has really became... It just feels like this is y'all's year. Maybe I'm wrong, but I felt like you guys were building for something. And I think this is a team that, I don't know, I feel like everything's coming together for y'all. So for me, the thought process is, all right, they got it coming together. So all they need to do is just mix it all up and it'll work. At this point, I don't know what I'm saying anymore, and I'm just milking this for a few more minutes because I'm an asshole. But I want to hear your guys' thoughts. Who would you trade Devontae? Let's go back to the Devontae Graham thing. Who are you trading Devontae Graham for? I feel like that's just like the hardest thing in the world to figure out, because what is he even worth? Because I don't even know. I have no idea what he's worth at this point, and if it's even worth investing, you know? But